Aubrey Lane stood frozen in the doorway of the penthouse she once considered home, the lights of Central Park West glittering behind her like a cruel mockery of the life she thought she had. Snowflakes clung to her coat as if even the winter refused to let her go. Grant Mercer didn't look at her when he spoke. He didn't have to. His words were knives, sharp and deliberate. "You have 10 minutes to pack whatever fits in that little bag of yours," he said, swirling a glass of scotch like he was settling a business deal instead of ending a marriage. "And Aubrey, you're leaving with nothing. Not a dollar, not a piece of furniture, not even the clothes I bought." The woman standing beside him, Chloe, his 24-year-old assistant, and the reason her marriage had collapsed, smirked from behind her flawless makeup. It was the smirk that shattered Aubrey more than the words. Because Chloe wasn't gloating, she was confident. She knew something Aubrey didn't. Aubrey's breath shook. "Grant, He finally looked at her, eyes cold as glass. "Aubrey, you're not worth a conversation. The court date is set. My lawyers will handle the rest. You're irrelevant now." Irrelevant. A word meant to erase her entire existence. Aubrey clutched the strap of her worn leather bag, the only thing she owned that Grant couldn't claim. Her mind raced 8 years of sacrifice, late nights supporting his company, giving up promotions so he could chase his empire. She had built this life with him, brick by brick, and he was discarding her like an outdated contract. As she stepped out into the hallway, the door slammed behind her with a finality that echoed down the marble corridor. Her world had collapsed in seconds. She didn't know the truth yet. She didn't know Grant had set her up for something far darker than divorce. She didn't know someone powerful had been watching everything. And she definitely didn't know that the man about to walk into her court hearing would change the fate of every person in that penthouse tonight. And when he walked in, Grant's face turned white. And ever was. Aubrey Lane had always believed that if you loved hard enough, worked steadily enough, and stayed loyal through the storms, life would eventually repay you. It was a belief shaped by years of surviving on little more than determination and the memory of a mother she lost too young. She had been raised in a quiet Virginia town where secondhand bookstores and long bus rides were a normal part of growing up. Nothing about her childhood suggested she would one day stand in a penthouse overlooking Central Park West. What brought her to Manhattan wasn't luck, it was grit. She graduated early, worked 2 jobs through college, interned without pay, and clawed her way into a junior financial analyst position in Midtown Manhattan. She was the kind of woman who kept her phone screen cracked because she always prioritized bills over upgrades, who brought homemade lunches while others ordered takeout. Her ambition was real, but so was her practicality.